Good evening, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Ben Herrera Show. We got a great show tonight. We got Jeremy Mullins on tonight. Let's go ahead and introduce him. He is right there and right there. What up, Jeremy? How you doing
Hey
tonight?
Ben, good to see you, man.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell everybody who don't know you who Jeremy Mullins is.
Jerry Mullins is more than just a name. It's a brand that's been known in many countries. We do music, sound engineering, and music writing for a lot of record labels and artists of all kinds. I'm not going to drop any names because I like to keep some things still kind of professional. But yeah, we're a company. We have a team of people that to stand behind not just my ideas and my influence, but by the ideas that have influenced me over the years. Uh, we all have a belief to help people to achieve their dreams. And
That's
that's what
good.
our company's all about.
Awesome. So go ahead and let us know, what instruments do you play? Is there anything that you want to share with basically people that, I mean, obviously there's probably people here in Holland that know who you are in other directions, but tell people things that don't know anything about you.
Okay, let's start with the basics.
Mhm.
I can play bass guitar, electric guitar, piano, drums. I started off in playing music, gospel music actually.
Oh, cool.
We played at several churches all over the southeast. That's where I
Mhm.
started out. Traveled with a band called the Watwood Family.
Oh, wow.
My mentor, Tommy Watwood, the leader of that group, actually was the influence that brought me into playing music everywhere. He taught me not just how to play music, but how to love music.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people think about music and they think about the words all the
Hmm.
time, but for me, it's more than words. It's the music itself.
Yeah.
So, it's putting that sound together and making people realize that you're not just hearing, you're
Mhm.
feeling it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
100% music is about feeling, it's about emotion.
Yep. That's
And
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah,
So that's definitely true because like the other guest that was here an hour ago, that's what I was telling him. Is like your music has to ma- basically help others relate and others be able to listen to it.
yes. Music comes from the heart, 100%.
Hmm. Exactly.
100%. So,
So your website, or excuse me, your YouTube page that we got on the screen right here. Tell us a little bit about that.
my YouTube page is, I have fun. I get on there and I play covers for a lot of other groups. You'll see groups like Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin. Breaking Benjamin, of course, being one of my favorites because uh, I'm just gonna say I've known them for a long time, and they're just a really really good group. They have
That's cool.
a lot of heart in their music,
Hmm.
and the writing process, the production process. There's a lot of heart in it.
That dude can scream too.
Yes, he can. He has a great voice.
Yeah, he does.
Ben has a wonderful voice.
Hmm.
But for
Not
me,
me, the other Ben.
the other Ben,
The actual Ben.
yeah,
No,
the actual Ben. We'll say Ben Burnley, okay?
yeah,
Ben has been a mentor over the years too, as well as an influence, a great influence on my music.
yeah.
Being able to play the instruments that I do and the music that I do has a lot to do with what I've learned through his style of music, his influence as well. Bush
Okay.
is another one of those bands that helped us influence our music over the years.
Hmm.
Bush has been around for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, a
Good
long time.
music. Good band too.
Yeah, yeah. David Draymond with Disturbed also was one of the influences for me.
Just
Uh,
oh man, Disturbed is awesome.
I got to meet David one time at a backstage show. We were having fun, just joking about stuff, and he's a really really strong influence on a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you hear his music, but you don't hear him. But
Yeah.
David's opinions on life are so extraordinary. They're awesome.
I heard he's a really cool guy.
He is a great guy.
He's I remember watching a video and they were backstage doing something like just joking
Yeah.
around. And they were, man, I'm trying to remember how it went, but they were I think Shaquille O'Neal was there.
Yeah, that's possible.
And they were like joking with him like how tall he was.
Yeah.
And I wish I could find, I'll find it later, but it was him. He was holding them like this, and it was so stupid. It was funny, and I was like, he's carrying Disturbed around.
Yeah,
It was funny. But
Shaq has been a huge fan of Disturbed for a few years, or many years, because of not just their type of music,
mhm,
but their influence on the kind of music they play.
yeah.
A lot of people don't know this, but Jacoby Shaddix with Papa Roach, along with David
Oh
Draymond
yeah,
of Disturbed, they have a huge influence on mental disabilities and the awareness of them.
that's good.
And they're all about helping people seek help
Good.
for mental disabilities or mental illnesses.
Hmm.
So a lot of
That's
their
good.
music is geared towards helping people find hope
Yeah.
for their abilities. You know,
Or yeah, that and
suicide awareness is huge in the music community.
yeah,
Huge.
because that's actually a good thing because there's a lot of people that deal like with disabilities like
Yeah,
that, but can't find help
right.
and are afraid to go reach for it because they're like, I don't want people to know,
Exactly.
and that's not the way you want it. It's let's help as many people as we can. You know, we got John Stunts watching and we got Gully Said watching. Hello, thank you for tuning in. So as we're looking at your music that we have right here, uh, so this cover by Bush Machine Head. Should we play that one?
Yeah, yeah. Let's do. We can do Machine Head by Bush. That was one of the fun ones I did. I was actually just I was down in my studio just playing around a little bit. I thought, let's do this one. Being that I've actually funny about this video. The night before or the night after this, I shot this video.
Hmm.
We were actually in concert with them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Trying to click on that, but it won't let me. I gotta switch it to this so that way people can hear it in the video. All right, you were playing concert or in concert?
They had me sitting kind of on the
Oh, nice. And we'll have a picture of us sometime.
But that's one of the best places to create sound
I
because
just
the baffles in
yeah.
the ceiling
Hmm.
create this really great hall effect.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, it gives that
If you think
that
about
sound.
it, it's noise canceling, and it also creates a great sound buffer.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you have your own studio at your house, you said?
Yes. I
Okay.
have a huge 14,000 watt head that I produce music through,
Nice.
with 36 speakers that surround a room. So
That's crazy.
it creates
36 speakers. Holy.
it creates not
Wow.
just a 360-degree sound environment, but I can hear every sound, every instrument.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you're like your own concert.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
basically,
That's cool.
the groups that I played with, and as far as big names, um, I'll just say people that I'm familiar with,
Hmm.
but people I've played with in the past. Iggy Pop was one of the first few people I got to play with.
Oh, nice.
Jimmy Eat World, I played with them for a little bit.
That's
When
cool.
they first started, before they even made a big name for themselves, I was
Yeah.
traveling with them.
Oh, nice.
And there's several other bands that for the sake of legalities, I'll keep
Right.
those names out.
Right.
But as far as stage presence goes, I've been in front of 300,000 people at once and played.
Yeah, not me.
I've been at state parks where we had 50,000 people gathered in front of us. We were on a semi trailer, a flatbed.
Oh, wow.
And
That would be freaking crazy to see.
yeah, the production crew was so overwhelmed because we weren't expecting that many people.
Yeah,
But we had a huge following, a huge ton of people showed up to that show, and
that's cool.
we had a bang out show. It lasted 4 hours.
Nice.
Imagine 4 hours in a flatbed.
Shh. Dude, I probably would have been like, all right, I'm done at 1.5. I'm done at 1.5.
Oh, it's so much fun though. It is so much fun. It's not just about to me. It's not just about the music. It's not about getting up there and just trying to show our stuff.
Yeah.
It's just showing that our fans, we appreciate them,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
the following that we've had throughout the years. not just for jam music, but for the genres and the different bands that are also supported through our work.
Hmm.
Um, it's great to know that we're all appreciated and our fans. We really, really care
Right.
about our fans.
Exactly. I mean, you want them to understand that, even though you're busy, you appreciate it. Because if you don't ever put that out there, they're gonna be like, this dude don't give a crap about us. Because like we were saying earlier when we say, oh, we talk about anything. Yes, we do. We talk about anything.
Anything and everything.
Where's my camera? Oh no, it's right there. We talk about anything. Just kidding. But you know, I was thinking because how loud that was, I couldn't even hear myself think. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I love it. I like that. Let's go ahead and play a little bit more. But I just realized we can't talk during it because we can't even hear us.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's fine. It's cool.
Let's
Let's listen to the music though.
yeah, let's go back to another one.
Hmm.
One of my favorites, honestly, is what I did called "Failure" by Becky Benjamin. One of my favorite songs to play. It's actually one of my warm-up songs when I'm practicing.
Called Failure.
It's called "Failure." It's one of my favorite ones to play. You can probably find it in my videos list there. And if you guys haven't heard the new "Awaken" song by Breaking Benjamin, you 100% need to hear that song by them. They have done a fantastic job. They have a new music video out that they did in complete CGI just about, but they did a fantastic job on that. You need to watch the video. You need to listen to the song "Awaken" by Breaking Benjamin.
Oh, I think I haven't heard. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know they were still singing.
Yeah, there's failure right there.
Oops.
Keep
Did I
going
just
over.
miss?
Keep going over.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and push or click this one right here.
I
Let's
did
push
one,
this.
a year or two ago, but it's definitely worth to listen.
I think I did hear this one. I remember watching it. I like that. That just goes to show right there that you can play pretty much any genre.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's a good thing because it opens yourself up for people that, hey, I need a guitar, I need somebody's sick, I need somebody to cover.
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's a good.
So if we look at influences on my own personal style of playing, a lot of people don't think about influencers and people that have helped you to grow who you are.
Exactly.
And styles of music are different things. Now, me, I'm a huge fan of Stu Ham, Victor Wooten, Joey Satriani. Listen to some of the greatest guitarists and bassists of all time.
Slash.
Slash is a great guitarist, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But as far as influences go,
Right.
Stu Ham and Victor Wooten, you put those two together in a room, you've got one hell of a concert.
Yeah.
Just on a bass guitar.
Yeah.
And
That's
Joey
cool.
Satriani with his artwork on the guitar is unrivaled. There's a lot of people that have played with him and just absolutely love playing with Joey because he's all over the place.
Right.
It's artwork, you know.
It is. It's like even. It's almost like you have to be 100%. You can't mess up. Like I was watching a Def Leppard video.
Yeah.
Speaking of Def Leppard, I point that out for everybody.
Oh, for sure.
But I was watching a Def Leppard video one time, and they started playing a song, but the singer Joe Elliott started singing the wrong song, and so he stopped. He's like, "Wait a minute! Hold on a second! Hold on a second! What song are we singing? What you guys?" They started playing the wrong song of what he was told. So it made me think, like, when it comes to stuff like this, like, do you ever sit there and be like, "Oh shoot, I started playing the wrong song"?
So, funny story behind that.
Oh, well, there we go.
At the Grand Ole Opry, we played a show. We were doing a country cover for none other than Jason Aldean.
Oh, nice.
We were just at the time we were just doing covers.
Yeah.
And granted, I say covers a lot. I have a lot of my own music that's not published yet.
Oh, okay.
That's in the process of being copyrighted and worked through that process. So,
The legal processes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I won't give any details on who or where that music's going. But I do have a lot of music that I've written that's not even hit the airwaves yet.
Okay, well, look out for no. We'll say that towards the end.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that towards the end.
Yeah.
But in the Grand Ole Opry, we played a lot of covers. Jason Aldean was one of the biggest ones we like to do covers for because he is just an awesome, aspiring artist.
Oh yeah.
He's
I
an
like
amazing
Jason.
guy. Amazing guy to talk to. Amazing guy to do music with. But we did a lot of covers for him, and it was just fun.
Yeah.
There was one that we
That was
decided that we were going to change a little bit of the music to. We did. So,
Yeah. Okay, go.
some artists, when they do their concerts, when they do their guys, they'll start off the music a little differently, and then they'll go into the actual song.
Yeah.
Just to have a little bit of fun with change up, because change up in the industry is important.
Yeah.
If you do the same old, it's going to get stagnant, right?
Oh yeah. For
So
sure.
we have to change it up a little bit every now and then. We were going to do My Kind of Party. Everybody knows that song.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I like that song.
We started to play a different intro to that song.
Oh man,
And
that
we
threw
ended-
everybody off.
And we ended up playing a whole different song.
They were probably like, "That's not what we were gonna dance
They were
to."
like, "Hey, that's not the same song that you guys were singing." So we
That's crazy.
we get halfway through the song, and the producer comes up next to the stage. He kind of looks at us and he says, "Hey guys, this isn't the right one."
That would suck, because then you'd be like, "What do we do now?"
So so we finished that song. We're like, okay, we're actually gonna do it this time.
Yeah.
But our singer played the dobro at the same time. So he was like, maybe this time I'm gonna play just a regular electric guitar. I was playing bass in this whole setting.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we're gonna do the actual song this time. So we played the song all the way through, but we rocked it up so much that they were mad at us.
Because they wanted their version.
They wanted country. They didn't want rock and roll.
Oh man,
So
come on.
so we got in trouble for that, and that's still loomed over the entire band to this day still.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess that would have probably made me mad too. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think actually, it's funny because I'm sure a lot of people were like, I bet you anything that a lot of people probably went home and said, actually, that wasn't that bad.
Yep.
You know.
They did like it, and we got a lot of good feedback from it.
Oh, good.
We did. We got a lot of good feedback from it, but the people that were like the diehard country fans, they were mad about it,
Oh yeah, of
and
course.
they were like, "Hey guys, if you're gonna play country, play country. If you're gonna play rock, play rock."
Right. But don't mess up. Yeah.
But don't mix the genres. Is what they were getting at.
Yeah.
So that's where we came in and said, we're
Yeah.
gonna create our own genre.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because look at there's some I can't name any songs, but I know some country songs that were R&B, like from the '90s.
Oh, a huge R&B fan from the '90s. Huge R&B.
Oh yeah, of course.
R&B. Honestly, I'm a huge supporter of Dr. Dre and his movement in the world of music. Dr. Dre did an amazing job, not just with his music, but with the artists that he helped build their careers.
Exactly.
Dr. Dre, much respect for him. Much respect for him.
Oh yeah. We got Julio Paz. We got Marcos. We got Joey Ochoa watching. We got Norma Luna, and we got Danny Perales. Those are probably the whitest names. With the whitest way I've ever said that. Hold on, let me go. I didn't mean it like that. I meant the whitest way I said it. Anyways, so let's get to your website.
Yeah, so
Let's get back on track. I'm gonna bring up his webs. Actually, hold on. Let me do something real quick. Before we do that, I'll take that off for a second. So we're gonna go ahead and show his website real quick. He's got some interesting facts on there that we want to share. So let's put this up, and then we'll throw this back. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so this is your website. Go ahead and explain that too.
So my website, my team of people, I've got PR people and all kinds of people behind me that helped me through this. They designed this one for me. It's crazy how really close to home they really were with this whole thing. There's a link to my YouTube channel on my website.
Yep.
There's some of my past, some of the influence people on there. I show on the website. It shows Breaking Benjamin Bush. There's some Christian music.
Sorry, guys. No, you can keep talking.
There were influences like Mercy Me, Chris Tomlin. There were several other people that were huge influences on my career. So if you dig through the website further, you see there's some pictures, and there's one that you'll see of on the pictures. As soon as Ben gets back to this, one of those pictures shows me in one of the bands I was with. So,
let's get back to that.
We go
Sorry about that. The TV wants to.
I've done a lot of live performances, but this band right here.
Oh yeah, right here. Tell us about this picture right here.
This group of guys right here. So I'm on the far left. This is back when I didn't have a full beard. I had a goatee at the time. I had a gray shirt on playing the bass.
Can I click on this?
Probably. No, it doesn't let you.
Oh well.
So anyways, I'm on the far left right there holding the bass guitar in the picture. Right next to me, I've got Mr. Joe Kazaya. Joe's one of my good friends.
Right.
Yep, he was the lead singer. I've got Mr. Bad Jimmy Hayes right there in the middle. He's the drummer.
Holding up the is that $100 bill?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I've got Mr. Alan Carlisle standing right there on the right, and on the very end is Mr. Jimmy Heish.
Nice.
We were the Easy Money Band. We played several shows in Alabama. We did mainly country. That's what we focused a lot on, was country. And we played all over the place. We had a good following, lots of people. And our biggest thing was just going out to have fun. We played at bars, we played at blues clubs.
That's cool.
We played just pretty much everywhere. If you want to keep.
Oh, here it is.
Going through
So this is the picture that I was talking about with the guitar.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go on that one.
So that is the same BB 600 guitar made by ESP Ltd. It's the same guitar that Breck Benjamin uses on stage during their live performances.
Nice.
He's
I like that.
He uses. It's a great guitar. Plays wonderfully. If any of you guys are interested in buying one, you can probably get them through my friends at Sweetwater Music. They've got them on sale sometimes, if you're lucky to find them.
Which I think that's their
Somewhere
logo
from,
right there.
what's that?
Looks
Yeah,
like their logo right there.
yeah, it looks like it. So Sweetwater Music, you can get a hold of them, and I'm sure they can probably sell you one for somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,500.
Oh, nice.
$1,500 to $2,000.
There goes your taxes. I'm just kidding.
Use your tax refunds. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great playing guitar. It's a baritone, so it has a great, great sound to it. That guitar is, if you're a musician, if you're a guitarist, I would say that guitar is probably a high maintenance guitar. You've got to make sure that it, things are working good on it. On the pickups, you've got adjustment screws. You've got to make sure that they're still in adjustment all the time. And that's on the head. As far as the heads go, it stays in tune if you got a good set of strings. Me personally, I use the Elixir heavy gauge strings. Being that it's a baritone guitar, I play it in usually C sharp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Drop C sharp, I should say.
Okay.
So
Cool.
tuning is kind of a big deal when it comes to metal music or rock music. Some bands playing drop D, some playing standard. Some bands playing a drop C sharp. The drop C sharp's a really low note on that guitar. But
I'm trying to picture anybody that does that.
I can tell you 6 bands that do.
Say 3 of them.
Breaking Benjamin's one.
Oh, yeah. I should have known that.
Yeah, Breaking Benjamin's one. They play the drop C sharp. Another band that plays in it is 3 Days Grace. They play some songs in drop C sharp.
Yep,
3 Days Grace is a great band. I'm glad to hear, if nobody's heard yet, Adam Gantier's back in the show.
Oh, I was wondering what happened to him.
Adam is back.
Yeah, because he left for a while, didn't he?
Yes, Adam Gantier is back online with the band.
Remember when he was with that one from, I want to say Iceland or Greenland or some?
I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
I remember them being out too. But
They were just doing instruments or something like that.
Yeah. Adam was previously hasn't been with 2 Days Grace, but recently rejoined them back into the back in the show. They're performing live. They've got a huge tour planned out.
That's cool.
Looking forward to seeing them on stage soon.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get back to this beautiful guitar right here. We're gonna call it a fantastic guitar. I like the colors on it. I like it's like that's obviously the Breaking Benjamin logo.
Yeah, it's the Breaking Benjamin logo on the neck itself, and on the back of the head. If you get it from Sweetwater, then actually signs the back of the head on the guitar.
Okay, now I'm gonna buy one, and then I'm gonna hang it up in here.
Yeah,
so,
it's worth it.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. What is this right here? This one.
Let's go back and look at that picture. So
Oh,
that's really cool. That picture right there in the middle was actually a hangout that we did not too long ago. Actually, about a year ago.
Oh, nice.
I went to a cigar lounge, and they asked me to come play music for them one night.
That's cool.
So I put on some tunes, played the guitar for them. Granted, I'm not a singer.
Me neither.
I'm not a singer.
American Idol didn't even let me go on.
But as far as guitar playing, I can play guitar all day long, and I played we had a whiskey tasting that night along with the cigar lounge. It was just a really fun night. I just played music, and we had a lot of fun.
That's cool.
A lot of people turned out for that. It was really, really a blast.
That's sweet. Because places like that, playing the music, and then you just chilling and smoking, I probably would have fell asleep.
There's not a whole lot of places.
Not fall asleep because of the music, I'm saying, because it's so relaxed.
Yeah, it was very relaxed. It was a really good crowd. Everybody seemed to have a really good time. As far as the music goes, you just cater to whatever everyone's taste is, and that night it was just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's cool.
We played everything from, played a little bit of rock, played some Christian music, we played a little bit of some R&B stuff, we did some Motown stuff too,
That's
because, being a musician, you're going to be diverse in music. You're going to have different music tastes, and you're not going to want to stick to just one genre.
Yeah.
If you can play one, you can play them all,
Right.
So, but I encourage all young musicians out there right now, if you are aspiring to learn how to do something, if you want to figure out what your niche is, what you're going to be good at, try them all.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think, what do you call it? So there's, sorry, my phone's being stupid. I'm trying to get this back on here. There it goes. Um, Deb Horton says, "What a hunk."
That is my mom.
Sorry, because I was looking for the. We got a lot of people on today. We appreciate you guys. Uh, sorry because I didn't see. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me do this because I'm gonna bring this up because. So we got. Let's see here. We got. Wow, there's a lot of people on.
That's my sister. That's my
Deb
mom.
Horton. We got See Me So Fly.
That's my sister.
Okay, we got Deb Horton, Cheryl Peoples.
That's also my sister.
What's going on, Cheryl Peoples? Yes, you're amazing little bro. Uh, beautiful. And then that's when they called you a hunk.
Boy, they're all over the place on there.
That's freaking awesome. Rock on, Josh Peoples. Deb Horton says he can play just about anything. Isn't his nose cute? What the Did you really make me read that? I was looking at it like, what the heck is that?
Oh,
That's funny. That's good.
That's good.
But yeah, so I mean, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. This whole time that I've known you, I never knew you played guitar.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I've
that.
known you for 6 years
6 years now, and it's like, what the heck? Why didn't I know about this?
Yeah.
I would have had you on my show months and years ago.
Yep. Now,
I've been doing this since 2018. What the heck?
Now, fun fact, which for our viewers, fun fact, I'm broadcasted in 8 different countries,
Sweet.
with over 3 million followers in those countries.
Nice.
So
Congrats.
we've our music movement is more. It's not just about music; it's about helping people, like I said before.
Right.
And we've done a lot of music production to help people grow their own abilities.
That's awesome. That's cool.
You know, I've got sound engineers that work for me, and their sole job is to help people find their sound. And they don't look for it's not something that they look forward to getting paid to or anything like that. If you're doing it for the money, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
And I tell people that all the time. You know, if you're gonna do something that you love.
Yeah.
And if
For
you're
sure.
gonna do it for the right reasons, you're not gonna look for a paycheck.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so, you know, as far as we've reached out and the many people that we've helped, not just with our music, but with our vision of not just growing our audience.
hmm
We love our audience. We love our fans.
Oh,
But
yeah,
we're not
for sure.
looking to just make a sound.
right.
We want everyone to aspire to make their own future, make their own life.
hmm Yep.
On our website as well, we have a contact us button. If you have anything that you want to add, anything you want to say to us, you can send the email. My team will get to you usually pretty quickly. You'll get a response back.
Cool.
If it's something you want to hear directly back from me, just put that in your message. Say, hey, can Jeremy contact me back on this?
Sweet.
You
I'm
know,
gonna do it right now.
and then
I'm gonna send you a message even though you're right here.
my team will send that straight to me, and then I'll be able to respond back to you personally.
Cool. That's
and
good.
If you go further down, there's even more on this website than you've seen yet. Looks like there's a WhatsApp button on here too. So we have a message button on WhatsApp. We also have our social media links, which is like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Facebook, look for the blue check mark. If it's not the blue check mark,
It's not
it's
real.
not the real.
It's not the real Jeremy.
You want to find the real Jeremy, and I have to be honest, I have a team of people that manage my Facebook page, but I do see that myself as well. So I do and can respond personally to that too,
Cool.
if they don't beat me to the punch.
Right. Exactly.
So we do have openings where we're looking for other musicians that want to join in with us and have fun. We're looking for people that are into the same genres, and right now we've been into more or less the rock genre.
Yeah. That's cool.
And we do, the Christian genre also is something that we're branching into a lot more of.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's any musicians out there that want to join in, want to be part of the fun, you can message me through my website. Would be the fastest way, or message me on Facebook. Facebook works just as well. Ben can probably bring my Facebook up here in a minute. He can show you what page to look for as the right page.
Let's get to that real quick.
Yeah, we can pull that up. See.
I don't know why Facebook won't save on my page, but I'll do it anyways right here.
It does every once in a while.
Hold on, let me delete all these so that way people don't like comment on it. You know how it is.
Yeah. So, I show you my official Facebook page has the blue check mark on it right there. If you find the page, you don't see the blue check mark, it is not me. I've had a lot of impersonators.
And another thing is if it's not spelled the same way.
Right.
Because you know how you get those ones that are like, no, because he doesn't spell his name like that.
So, I just tell everyone, please respect my privacy as well as the privacy of others. So, but yeah, I manage my page, but I have a team of people that manage this for me.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
I'm not going to say that's a celebrity account, but that's kind of a celebrity account.
Yeah, it is.
So
it is actually, because I've been trying to get that before, because I'm like, what the hell? Because every time I try to get that check mark, like I was telling you earlier, it goes back to my main page, but it lets me do it for my Black River Studios page, but it won't let me do it for my regular page.
So interesting. I can walk you through that later.
Okay.
How to get through that. There's a process to get that.
Oh, okay.
It is an extenuated process. Facebook goes through a lot of links to make sure your security is protected. To get that blue check mark, you have to be, number one, a person that's in the community.
Yeah.
That's well known in the community.
Yep.
Number two, it helps to have an agent.
Yeah.
And when I say agent, I mean like either a music agent or a PR agent.
Oh, okay.
That helps you get that. They speak on your behalf, basically.
Okay.
So it's not easy getting that blue check mark. It's actually.
Yeah, I heard it was a pain in the butt.
It is a pain.
Yeah.
It is a pain. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't request it. I didn't register for it. It was given to me.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they created this page for me and said, "Hey, here you go. Here's your professional account. This is for stuff that you can do, but just be careful what you put on there."
Yeah, because everybody will see it.
Everybody will see it. So right now it only shows it looks like 399 followers on the page, but I can assure you that is not all the followers we have because we're on so many.
You're gonna put a 3.99. Or no, wait, I said that wrong. Oh yeah, 3.99. Yeah, 3.99 followers, which means 3.9 million.
Yeah. So different platforms that we're on in Australia, the Philippines, Malaysia, Japan, England, Ireland. There's other countries that we're on their platform.
Yeah.
The United States, everybody knows Facebook.
Right. Oh, on there, yeah, with their version of Facebook.
Right, their version of Facebook. So you go to other countries and they have different versions of their own social media, and we're actually advertised on their social media as well.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
I did that. I keep forgetting I keep forgetting that I'm on another thing. Anyway, Deb says his music can be understood in Mars. I don't know what that means. So basically, people in Mars can hear your music.
I've not heard that yet, but
that's a good one.
I'm waiting. I guess I'll have to ask my publicist about that. See if that's true.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Let's find out. She says not everyone likes Facebook, so he has more than what shows. You know what? That's true because there's been times where, and I'm sure this happens to you.
Yeah.
Where you get these like random people trying to friend you, and you're like, "Who the heck is that?"
Yeah,
I get that all. I keep getting people from Florida, people from from California, Arizona.
This is gonna sound insane, but I get 30 to 50 friend requests a day.
I don't get that much.
30 to 50 friend requests a day.
Oh, that's crazy.
And it's crazy. Mm-hmm. And I've had to deny most of them. But the bottom line when it comes to doing what we do, we need to make sure that what we're doing is still professional.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And being in the music industry, it's not like we said before. It's not all about just for the fame or just for the money.
Right.
We're doing something we love.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
it's if I learned how to play guitar, I would have done it a long time ago.
If you can play guitar, we'd be playing music right now.
I know.
I didn't bring a guitar.
I'll have to
with
go
me.
buy
That's
one.
my fault.
All right, that's where my tax money's going. No. It says Cheryl says Jeremy plays loud and proud, and with a lot of soul. You can feel his connection to the music. It's fantastic. Well, that's a good. Thank you, Cheryl, for for commenting.
So I'll comment on that. I've said before earlier today that playing music has to come from the heart. You have to be, when you're playing a guitar, you've got to be connected to the guitar.
Exactly.
When you're playing your music, whether it be on a guitar, if you're a rapper singing into the mic, if you're a bassist just playing along to a tune, if you're a pianist just trying to create your own tune, don't matter what you're doing. Yeah. You're creating your own form of art. You're creating your own work of music. That comes with passion. That comes from the heart. That's not the soul, man. That's everything. Yep. You're putting emotion in there. You're putting everything into it because music's not just what you hear on the radio.
Yeah.
The artist puts a lot of work into it.
Especially when you're like, you got to make it to where it's, for one, it's got to sound good. Two, it can't be like distorted. And, and it's like, you're going to need people like music producers that help you with that part.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it. You play the music that you like, and then you get that help that, like what you get help with this, help with your YouTube page. And it's like, all you got to do is focus on the music.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it better because then you don't get all that distraction.
Yeah.
So with that, you're obviously this is what I don't, now that I know this, what are you thinking about? I mean, I don't want to say where you work because, people know where you work that know you. What is stopping you from doing something? Actually, when's the last time you actually were in a band helping out?
Well, let's have a little fun with this.
Okay.
Let's have a little fun with this.
Okay.
So I know where you're going with it.
Yeah.
So
without saying exactly.
And I have an answer for it. It's really, really awesome. When you do something you love, when you get paid for it, it becomes something that you don't love anymore.
Okay.
If you're doing something that you love, and if you start doing it for work, it becomes a chore.
True. That's true.
Now, working where I work is also something I love doing.
Okay. That's true.
And whether you're a musician, whether you're a DJ, whether you're even a producer, you've got to learn how to sell yourself, salesmanship. We'll just say salesmanship.
Yeah.
So having the art to sell, not just one thing, but many things.
Right.
You've got to be able to pitch an idea or pitch a thought or help people to see that you're worth investing into.
Right.
Your investors, your sponsors, people that are there to support you. It's not all about that money figure people keep talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
So if you take and separate those two, you take your passion and you call it a hobby. You take your work. You take your work and you say, this is what I'm passionate about when I'm not doing my hobby.
That makes a lot of sense. You
So
answered my question.
You're doing what you love on both sides.
Yep.
You're able to work and do something you enjoy, but then you have your hobby that's your break away from work.
Yeah.
And both sides of the spectrum, you love what you're doing.
That makes a lot of sense because the reason why I asked you was because I knew the other, without saying a name, another guy that worked there was pretty much in a band. And I asked him this similar question. I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, because it died out. I think he was more like early 2000s.
Yeah.
And so, okay, that's literally all you had to say. I was like, okay, well, that makes sense, obviously. But, it's like, I get what you're saying, and I like that answer because it explains like I can still do it, but I'm doing this right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And not just says that,
Yeah.
but it says, hey, you know what? I'm setting priorities in front of my own life.
Mm-hmm.
If I see what's important, if I need to go work
Mm-hmm.
on being a salesman, then that's what I need to work
Oh yeah.
on. And if I need to work on
Exactly.
music, if that becomes a priority,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm going to work on music. But regardless, if we look at in our lives,
Yeah.
if we're looking only in one direction, we're only going to see and move one direction.
Right.
If we're able to multitask our lives into multiple directions, not only are we going to have a fulfilling life, you're able to be in more than one place at a time.
Right.
You're able to accomplish your goals and your dreams,
Mm-hmm.
but you're able to do it in a way
Right.
that you absolutely love doing what you're doing.
That's true. We have a question. Actually, let me go backwards real quick. So, Deb says, "I like the way his body moves while he's playing. Just want to hug that neck."
I'm more interested in read that last one right there. I see.
Oh, right here.
I see
How
our
many?
friend Randy.
Oh, Randy, what up? Neither of you can outsell me though.
Randy,
Hey, Randy.
Randy, I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Oh yeah.
You are a master salesman.
Yeah, you are
Much
good,
respect
dude.
for you, brother.
Yes, for sure. But I was gonna. I respect you, Randy. I respect you 100%. But I'm gonna say something real quick. I remember when I was working at AutoZone in South Haven, and we brought that store from almost closing to one of the number one stores in the country. And I was like, wow, we actually made it. We actually did that. And I was like, what the heck? I think that was Randy that was helping me. It was either Randy or I don't remember. It was some. Anyway, so it was a moment of, wow, I was actually good. No, but no, Randy, you're really good, Randy, and I like what you do. So keep it up. But yeah, that was you. Okay, I figured that. I remember that. Because okay, so what we did was, you know how they do those oil packets?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. So we were doing that, and we were like, I don't want to give the secret away, so I'm going to kind of not say it, but let's just say we outsold everybody on those.
My favorite saying when it comes to sales,
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to, and I'm not going to say Randy is this type, but when you say nobody out pizzas the hut, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, nobody outsells the true salesman.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll say that about Randy. He's a true salesman.
Yeah, Randy's freaking awesome.
Many of the people on his team are absolutely amazing, great guys.
Mm-hmm.
He has a great team behind him, 100%.
Randy, if you want to be on the show too, let me know, because then you can tell your stories, and because I think he was several stores. Can you close that?
Yeah.
Can you close that door? Uno momento, everybody. Okay. So I'm trying to remember what stores it was, but I know I was working with him a couple times, and it was almost like, holy crap, this guy's good. Like this dude knows what he's doing, and I was almost like, I wanted to learn from him, because he was like telling me things like, no, you got to do this or you got to do that. And,
you got a musical history too, Randy? That I would like to hear.
Yes, actually, I just saw that because it just popped up right
Yeah,
here.
it just popped up, yeah.
Okay, Randy. So yeah, now you and Jeremy can come back on and do a show together.
That would be fun.
Oh, I didn't know I was on camera right here. What's
That
going
would
on?
be fun, Randy.
I clicked the wrong button. I did oh man, Randy, you're freaking hilarious.
Let's do it. I'm down, Randy.
All right, cool, Randy.
We'll schedule a day and
Yep.
figure out what'll work.
Yep. Wait, Randy. Message me if you got to come to Holland. That's cool. That's fine. I mean, we're gonna do an in studio one right here. If you both play guitar, we can do a guitar session.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Okay. We can definitely do a guitar session. And then we'll put like like something in the background, because then we'll change the.
Yeah.
We'll make it look cool.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me see if what camera.
You got to get back to the other view.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna put it on here because I can't even tell what.
There you go.
There we go. So yeah, definitely, Randy. That would be freaking awesome if we can do that. So keep us in touch, Randy. Let me know. Let Jeremy know too. Message him, so that way we can make it official. So
Yeah, we can have a blast.
that would be freaking awesome. Yes, guitar session. That's what Cheryl says.
Nice.
So yeah, let's definitely do that.
Yeah, I'll bring your guitar next time we come in, and we'll
That would be freaking badass.
make
if we can
we'll
do
make a
that.
schedule for it and set a date. So
Cool.
yeah.
You know, it's, I mean, because I was going to, and it's weird that we say that too, because when I said it, and I was going to message you too, and I freaking forgot. Bring your guitar. I was busy. I was in there doing that music video, and I was like, you know, you look at your phone, and I was like, oh, I'll do it in a second, and then I forgot.
Right.
I'm like, damn it. But it's all good. We'll get it done. But yeah, I mean, you have a talent, dude, that I did not know about. And to think about it, like, through all this time, I'm like, man, this dude can play guitar. I don't know if he can, well, at the time, I don't know if he can sing.
No, I can't sing.
But,
Yeah, I can't sing.
I wasn't going to make you sing, though. But would have been badass if you had your guitar. You could sit on that stool.
Mm-hmm.
That stool can hold up to 300 pounds.
Oh,
I'm not saying you're fat. I'm just saying.
Appreciate that, man. He's gonna pass out for asphyxiation here.
Oh, geez. Why did I even say it like that? Anyway, what I meant to say was, it's because it's supposed to be a stool for pictures. That's funny. Anyway, that came out of nowhere. Or that came out wrong is what I meant to say. Anyways, so yeah, definitely you and your Randy. That would be freaking cool if we can do
That would be a phenomenal show. I'd definitely be down for that.
But that day. Oh, so obviously you'll bring your oh my lord, what's the name of those amps?
Yeah,
whatever you use.
I've got a full studio set up, but I'm not gonna bring it all in here.
You could probably bring maybe two speakers. Wait, how big are they?
Yeah. Huh?
How big are the speakers you use?
I'll bring the two smaller ones.
Okay, I was gonna say because there's that big. Man, I'm trying
So I've
to.
got a stage set up that puts it over 35,000 watts. And I've got a smaller setup that puts it only 14,000 watts. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we can. Yeah, 'cause there's a plug behind there. Well, plug
Yeah,
behind.
we got plenty of plugs.
Actually, you know what? I got other lights that we'll make it look nice.
That would be cool.
Yeah, we'll make it. I'm over here getting a hold of myself. Or, jeez. Getting ahead of myself. Did I smoke before this? Get it. Great laughs, good times. People will love this live. No, that was funny. But anyways, I wasn't calling them fat people. That's not what I was saying. I was just
we call it fluffy or just healthy.
Yeah. We'll go with healthy. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I was
Not
thinking,
much going to be challenged.
because I was thinking to myself when I bought that. I actually bought that at O'Reilly's.
Oh, nice. I remember those, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was using it. I don't care. I don't work there anymore, so I'm going to say it. I was using it to sit down when it was slow, because I was like, man, I got nothing to sit on. So I bought one of those, and I was like, oh, I could use this for photography. So I ended up using it for that instead.
Yeah.
But so Randy, you have to bring your own chair. I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, but we got a lot of things that we do for the community too, that we like helping people out, and it's like this is one of them, because I want people to come in, enjoy themselves, leave everything outside and just come in here and have fun. So it's like, and so do I believe in aliens? That's what Randy said. Wait, who, me or or Jeremy, or one, either one. I do believe in aliens, or as long as they're not illegal. I'm kidding. I'm joking. No, but aliens in the sky, yes, I do actually. I actually have a little story about that. Have you ever seen a UFO?
I can't say I have.
Okay. So I don't know what it was, but last summer, or no, not last summer. I think it was the summer before. He said both. I don't think it wasn't last summer. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. It was last summer or the summer before. Anyways, I'm on my front porch, and I had binoculars, and I'm looking up at the sky. And it was around the time that we just seen the Starlink thing go through.
Yeah.
And it was like it had already been gone. And so I'm looking up, I'm like, oh, what else can we see? So, and this was way up there because it was like past stars that I was already looking at. There was these two star looking things. Like, say I'm looking up, they were like that, and now they were moving like this.
Oh, wow.
And they were just going like this, and all of a sudden the one on the right took off.
Oh, wow.
And but I kept following the other one, and it was like, I don't even know where the other one went, or the one that went this way, it was gone. It like took off. And I literally
on
seen
a
it.
side note, guys, on a side note, there was no alcohol or drugs involved.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was sober. Turn that red hat upside down, and it tells us what icon looks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Hold on, let me put that on the camera. I remember that. But anyway, so I was and it was crazy to see it because it was like, where the heck did that come from? It wasn't even like part of that thing.
Right.
It was way up there, dude. It was like, it was stars. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
That's how, like, way up there they were. But I saw that, and then 2 weeks later, me and my wife were on the back porch, and I had told her, I was like, look, because we were looking above the trees. I actually got pictures of it. And it was going across the sky, like, way up there again.
Yeah.
And I told my wife, I was like, look, there it is again, and it's going the other way. That, and then we had like, I want to say 6 or 7 people. We were having a bonfire. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, everybody got up at the same freaking time and looked towards Lake Michigan. And there was this huge freaking white light coming towards us. And it just kept going, getting bigger.
Is that one of those moments where you said, hey, don't go towards the light?
Yeah. No, but this had like a blue ring around it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was creepy. Like, to this day, I don't know what it is. And I got pictures of that too.
Well,
I'll show you later, and I have them on Google Photos. But to answer Randy's question, since that took 10 minutes, I'm just kidding. Yes, I do. So you said you never seen anything.
I can't recall any recordings at all.
Now when you go outside, you're gonna see one. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna throw one up there. But yeah, I think a lot of like me and my brother are like that. I'm fascinated with space.
Yeah.
But it's like, do you think we're the only ones around here?
No, I mean, there's people all around.
No, I mean like I mean in space.
Oh, in space? I mean, surely not. I mean, I'm sure there's other forms of life out there, you know.
I think so. I honestly thought when I was younger that there has to be something else out there, and I kept thinking to myself, what if we were the ones that got left behind from something else that was like there was already an Earth. I mean, there was this Earth, but then another one was created, and whoever it is, took the ones that he wanted over
But then
there.
that brings the other question: were we special or were they special?
Good one. Well, I would say maybe, but that goes also with the thing, or is this hell? Did we get left behind, or what's going on here? Octopus are aliens, he said.
This race isn't working good for the rest of the colony. We're going to drop them off here and keep going.
Yep. Yeah, let's go ahead. Don't open your doors here. Roll your windows up. That's what Randy said. Octopuses are aliens. I mean, their octopuses are probably the ugliest thing in the United States, in the ocean.
If the aliens are locking their doors as they're passing Earth, there's a good sign that we're probably the ones that were left behind.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, because I honestly think that there are aliens in everywhere. I mean, and it's almost to a point where ever since I've seen that thing in the sky, I was like, there's other things out there. There has to be. I mean, I don't know why there would be. But, so, tell us, you know, what are your plans for the next, like, couple years for when it comes to music? Like, what do you want to do?
So for music, I'm going to touch a little bit on, I do have new music I'm writing.
Okay.
And it's purely instrumental right now.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm looking for voices to go with the music, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And we're looking to bring a collaboration of other musicians into the mix. And it could be anywhere from, you know, as far as the collaboration goes, we're looking for, you know, maybe a guitarist or a drummer and a singer.
Okay.
And we're not looking for screaming,
Yeah.
you know, people that
Not the ones that go, whoa,
because,
the
you know,
damn song.
Because, you know, there's art in that.
However
too,
you do that.
And I'm not going to smash them. I'm not going to say there's no art in that. There is art in that music too.
Oh, yeah.
But we're looking into a genre that is, you know, very much like the rock and grunge kind of genre. But we're looking for artwork.
Yeah.
We're looking for the voice to kind of, you know, bellow out there without having to scream, without having to have so many highs and lows in it.
Right.
You know, we want someone that's going to fit more into the baritone range.
Okay.
And, you know, as far as the style of music and the kind of music we're playing, I can't go into it too much. But, you know, the sounds sound very similar to what you hear on the radio, but there's a whole different feel to it.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of a whole new genre we're basically opening up.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, with the music, it's going to be really unlike anything you've heard yet.
Nice. And so, when you're thinking about like, is there a time frame for this, or are you?
There isn't a time frame per se. Because finding musicians that can collaborate on this kind of music is really hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's a controversial type of music when it comes to musicians. They either like to play rock, or they like to only play country, or they only like to play a certain kind of music.
Right.
Doing what we're doing, you've got to like to play all of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, as far as experience goes, playing a guitar is awesome.
Yeah.
You can play it in any way that you want, but some people only like playing in their style.
True.
So it's hard to find musicians that are able to explore outside of that style.
Yeah.
You know, with the bassist can play with anybody. You know,
Yeah.
If you can play blues, if you can play R&B, if you can play Christian, if you can play rock, you can play just about anything. You know, a lot of people don't know the respect that I have for the blues music. Blues music is pure art. You know, when you listen to some of the work by B.B. King and some of the older artists that have worked out throughout the years, they've really made a name for themselves in the music because of how much soul they put into it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's true.
But the writing process, it takes a lot of heart and a lot of just busting your brain against the table trying to make something happen, you know?
Yeah. It's almost like, I always wondered, like, you know, you listen to music and then you're like, man, I wonder how long it took to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It does. So you know, fun fact, and I'll say this I'm not going to give the band name.
Right.
But they have some popular songs on the radio. For most of the music that most of the bands put out, it takes anywhere from 6 months to a year to write one song. And there's some bands out there that can crank out a song on stage just like that, within 5 minutes. And a lot of it just has to do with being comfortable with your band like that, with you guys knowing each other, knowing how it goes. But if you're working with new musicians that are out trying to make a name for themselves, or however you look at it,
Mm-hmm.
it
That's
takes
true.
time to work through those hiccups and finding a good writer that's established in the industry to publish your work. That also takes time.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, so I was listening to basically Def Leppard because I listen to Def Leppard all the time, but it's like I remember I watched a documentary about them,
Mm-hmm.
and hey, what up, Grupo Fiero? I'm good. How are you? About you? Oh,
Take a break.
so let me go ahead and take a break real quick, and we'll be right back. We got to do our sponsor video, and we will return in just a minute. Our sponsors are Papa John's, located at 280 North River Avenue, Holland, Michigan. Give them a call, 616 355 7272. Southside Cuts, located at 114 West 16th and 375 Columbia Avenue. Give them a call, 616 836 7502 for your next haircut. Pure West Compassion Club, located at 9730 Adams Street, right here in Holland. Give them a call, 616 772 9420, if you have any questions. And we're back, everybody. I was just laid back listening to the video. And people don't know how to stop texting me. But how's everybody doing today? So, but yeah, I was talking about Def Leppard, and I was saying there was a song that they were talking about that. What up, Tay Young? Dante Young watching. Appreciate you being on the show earlier.
Yo, Dante, what's up, man? Loved the show earlier. I watched it myself.
Yeah, it was a great show. Hold on one second.
Yeah, Dante, you did a fantastic job on the show earlier. I watched it. Much respect for you, man. Much respect. You did a fantastic job explaining your life story and history on here, the Christian music and all that. Also listen to some of your music. Love it, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, for sure. Dante, you did a great job. The show was awesome. Appreciate you. I already shared your website, and I'm going to share your YouTube page as well here in a little bit. So yeah, back to my Def Leppard thing. Because the way they were recording it, it was where they were doing it too soft,
Mm-hmm.
and the manager or producer, or whatever you want to call it, was telling them, no, you either got to yell on this song, or it's not going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, is that what you think about sometimes when you're like writing songs or you're playing the guitar? Is there something that gets you like, no, I got to do it differently, you know?
Yeah. So when you're writing a song,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people think you start with the words. That's absolutely backwards.
Mm-hmm.
You start with the music.
Oh,
You've got to create an environment to build those words on.
Mm-hmm.
So think about this. You're building a whole world of your own.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to build that world starting with a sound.
Okay.
You start
That
with
makes
a sound.
sense. Mm-hmm.
So whether it's a guitar riff, it could be a bass riff, it could be a piano, it could be just a drum beat. You start with a sound.
Yeah,
And you start building.
that makes sense.
You build that song around that sound. You start adding in your instruments one at a time to see how they sound with it, and then you start building in the beat, the rhythm. You start building in a world right there within that song.
Yeah.
Then your singer gets up there and he says, I'm going to sing what comes to the heart. I'm going to see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
They might do 300 takes on that beat or on that sound to find something that meshes with that song. You'll have writers frustrated. You'll have singers frustrated because they're trying to find something that mixes with that sound.
Yep.
But you know why that's important? Because they want to make sure that what they're feeling is heard through the radio.
Yeah.
It's heard through that song.
Yep.
Because once again, music's all about feeling and emotion. It's
Yeah.
all about putting your heart out there.
Yep. That's what I was telling, or you just basically said what, basically the same thing that Tay said was, because he wants everybody to listen, hear what the song's about, things like that. And it's like, it's almost the same as like when you put a song out there, you want people to understand. and if they want to relate to it, they can. But it's almost like uh, it's it's like how with this, like not everybody's gonna watch it, but there are people that do. But with music, I think it's more of if you do it right and it's mixed and it sounds great, everybody will listen to it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you can have there's a such thing as putting the wrong voice behind the right kind of music.
Yeah.
You know, one good example is you don't want to mix two different genres, right? So you can take classical music and mix it with a really good rapper.
Yeah.
And that rapper, he's not going to feel appreciated.
Right.
He's not going to feel like he's getting the right message or the right feel out there. So, you know, and much respect to rappers because they put a lot of work and a lot of heart into what they do. You know, it's a lot of talking, a lot of fast thinking, a lot of just making the music sound good.
Right.
You know, and their voice goes along with the beat, their voice goes along with the music. You know, anything you do is all about that sound.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, so, and one of the great things about Eminem, when Eminem was did an interview a while back, he was talking about, you know, when he's doing his studying to make a song, he reads the dictionary, he reads through encyclopedias, he does his research to make sure that what he's singing about is on point, it's on key. When you read about these other bands, how they're putting their music together, do you think that they're doing the same thing? Absolutely. They're doing the research. They don't want it to just sound like a bunch of garbage,
Right.
you know?
Exactly.
You
Because
know?
then you wouldn't even get people to listen to it. So it's like,
Right. You know, and I'm going to say, you know, give a shout out to Eddie Vedder. Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam. Eddie, you know, a lot of people like his music or they don't. You know, people like Pearl Jam or they don't. But, you know, but respect to Eddie. The music he's coming out with now, some of the newer songs he's released recently are from him.
Yeah.
And, you know, hearing his passion in the music and the way he sings, from where he's come from to where he is now,
Right.
appreciating someone like that. Not just because, you know,
Definitely.
okay, yeah, he's a big name in music.
Right.
But he drives a high caliber when it comes to writing music.
And he's been, I mean, he's almost, he's in a situation where he's been there, done that. And it's like, because I always wondered too, that's a good thing you brought that up because I always wondered that about like older artists.
Yeah.
Like, did they lose the love for it or they just, because they're getting to that level of, you know what, okay, I played long enough. I'm going to hand it off to somebody else.
I'm going to be honest with you. The people that have their heart and soul into it, they're never going to give it up. One good example, the band Lit.
Oh, yeah.
They disappeared from the scene for 10 years and nobody even knew it.
Oh.
They were playing at local clubs, they were playing at bars all over Nashville. And nobody even knew that they were in town.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
That did that. There's a lot of bands that disappeared from the scene completely off the map. People didn't realize who they were, but if they were to go to their local bars, if they were to go to their local clubs or go to their local music scenes, they would have seen those artists that they've heard on radio performing music in those areas, and they would never even know that was them.
That's crazy because that actually reminds me of a YouTube video that I watched. I don't remember what band it was, but there was a guy that was doing karaoke and was doing. I'm not even gonna say it because I don't remember who it was, but they were singing a song, and not that he didn't notice that the band was actually there.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are the odds that that happened?
Yeah. So, another funny thing, Chad Smith. I don't know if you know who Chad Smith is.
That sounds familiar.
Chad Smith's a drummer for, I believe it's the, help me out, guys, on the social network. Chad Smith, he's the drummer for, he wants to say the Chili Peppers. But
Might be.
Chad's a really famous drummer.
That does sound
He
familiar.
looks just like him and Will Ferrell did a drum off on Jimmy Fallon show.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it was Red Hot Chili Peppers.
So Chad has been known to go to random cities and listen to their local music. So you'll, like in Holland here, we have what we call the the Art Prize or whatever in Holland, where they have different artists playing streets and stuff. What's the name of that?
The street something. What is is it called?
Performers,
Street performers,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, he'll go to cities and watch people like that, and you'll see him just as a regular bystander in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Because famous musicians they don't care for the attention. You're out to appreciate other artists as well, and local talent. Local talent people don't realize. It's hard to find really good local talent that doesn't get recognition that should be getting recognition.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's almost like you can't you can't think you're better than everybody, because, I mean, honestly, like I look at it and I tell everybody this: there's room for somebody everywhere. Like, for example, somebody else can go do a podcast. Somebody else plays guitar, but not everybody's going to be the same level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
if you think of this in a broader spectrum, look at the bigger picture. If you were to build a boat to put everybody on, would it be one particular kind of people, or would it be everybody? It would be everybody.
Everybody, yeah.
Because you're not going to think of yourself higher than anybody.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, that's what I was trying to get. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly.
Because when you're a musician, you work just as hard as a policeman does at his job. You work just as hard as anybody does at their job. The waiter at the restaurant's working hard to make ends meet. You're doing the same thing as a musician.
Exactly.
So you don't raise yourself up above anybody. You're doing the same thing they are. They're trying to work their way up to make their paycheck.
Yeah.
And when you get to the point that you're not thinking about your paycheck, when you get to the point where you're working and you don't even care what you're making, that's when you reach a level of success that you're home at what you do.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and play a couple. Let's play one more video.
Actually, let's go to some live Q&A.
Live Q&A. Oh yeah, let's do that.
Let's do some live Q&A.
Let's. Anybody have any questions? Go ahead and message us. We got Diego watching. We got Jaime Valdez. We got Marcos watching. Sorry, we're playing catch up here, people.
Let's switch over to the other screen there, and we'll
see here.
See if we can catch up to the.
We got Fierro. We got Cheryl saying, "Well worded, Jeremy. Well said." Yes, exactly right. Okay. So let's get some questions in here before we call it a night. We got another. What time is it?
9.
We'll go for another 15 minutes, and then get some questions in here. Anybody got a question? Go ahead and message us.
Feel free to send anything in. We'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. If you want to bring up a topic for us to talk about, we're more than happy to jump in on anything you bring up. If it's really funny, we'll be even more excited about it.
And also, don't tell any one of us to dance. No, I'm just kidding.
Not happening.
Yeah, because I'm not getting up. It's funny because I downloaded a picture of the News 8's weather forecasting.
Oh, yeah.
And we stood up there acting like we were doing the news.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh man, it was freaking funny. Oh, Cheryl says, "Do you plan on going live here a few times a month?"
Well, it's actually it's a good question. Me and Ben haven't really gone into discussion too far on how many times we're going to do this, but I guarantee you we're going to be doing it again.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
We'll share a date on Facebook when that's going to happen again.
Yeah, definitely, because for one, we got a guitar. Hold on, my thing messed up. A guitar. Oh, barbecue. What's your favorite? Oh wait, let me finish that last question. Yeah. Sorry, because it just popped up. So yeah, we plan on doing a guitar session with one of our good friends, Randy. I can never say his last name. Lambert. I can never say his last name. As long as I've known that dude, I can never say his last name.
Randy's an amazing guy to work with.
Yes, he is. He's a good guy. But yeah, we'll be planning another episode here pretty soon. Next question is from Deb Horton. Barbecue, what is your favorite?
Barbecue. I'm gonna be honest. Texas.
Okay.
Had some of the best barbecue I think I've ever had. There was a place.
Wait, the restaurant or the state?
So
or
there's
both?
actually a restaurant called Texas Best Barbecue in Tyler, Texas.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And when I was on the road a lot, that was one of my favorite places to stop. Texas Best Barbecue, and also another place, Hickory House in Denison, Texas. Was
Oh,
another
okay.
good place with some awesome barbecue.
Nice.
And Holland has started growing a reputation for one of their own barbecue places here. Can they call it Holy Smokers on 8th Street?
Oh, yeah.
Holy Smokers Barbecue. They have some good barbecue too. So I'm really partial when it comes to barbecue, only because being in the South for a long time, I learned to appreciate not having chili powder or cumin in my barbecue sauce.
Okay.
And if anyone from the South can understand that, they understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
Another question is guitar strings. What brands?
All right, so guitar strings. I'm really partial to Elixir strings, and I buy all of my equipment through Sweetwater Music. Sweetwater Music is a great company to do with all of my music gear. They've done a fantastic job keeping us in the loop with technology. But for guitar strings, I use Elixir Heavies. It's a heavy gauge string that I use for most of my music. For my electric guitars. But for my bass, I'm really particular about my bass strings because when you're a bassist, you have a favorite,
Right, exactly.
So Roto Sound round wound strings are made in England and they're shipped from England.
Okay.
So I
Nice.
order them straight from Roto Sound factory and get them from them.
So what is my question will be is which? Actually, let's ask hers first. What do you do when you get writer's block? And that's from Cheryl.
When you get writer's block, you find inspiration. You go out looking for inspiration, and sometimes writer's block can last a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Finding inspiration is not easy sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're writing music, people, again, it's not about the words, it's not about the lyrics. Music is about the instrumental part of it.
Yeah.
And writing on the instrumental side, if you start hearing the same sound over and over again, I'm sorry to say it, that's writer's block in music.
Oh, yeah.
If you're, it's the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, trying to get a different result, and it's not happening, So
That's a good one. I like that.
yeah, so
That's true.
So writer's block in music is the same thing. If you're trying the same thing over and over and over again, you get the same sound. You're like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
Yep.
So the way to fix that is just to look for other inspiration. And as far as sound goes, I found a lot of inspiration not listening to the radio.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's actually because then you think, like, it makes you think, like, almost like, dang, do you ever think when you do that, dang, that sounds better than what I was gonna do, or oh, I can do better than that.
Actually, I get a little more creative.
Oh.
I have my studio set up in my house there. I've got a pedal set that has different synthesizers and waves and all kinds of other things it can do.
Okay.
So I'll sit there for hours just playing through each and every sound to find something that suits more to what I'm looking for. And it could take hours to find that. But once I finally find it, I'm like, yes, this is it.
Yeah.
And it's slowly you work out of that writer's block by getting that sound. But what encourages that is listening to other people's woes in the music industry. So I talk to a lot of other artists and a lot of other people in the production and editing field of music that also help me with some of those. So if that answers that question, that's
cool.
one of the ways that we
That's
do
a
that.
good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, so the thing that I was gonna say was, the guitar string question was, when you're looking for guitar strings, do you ever forget, like, not what brand, but like which ones work the best?
So trial and error. Trial and error is the best way to put that. A lot of people, I suggest to start if you're learning how to play guitar, start with a custom light string.
Okay.
A custom light string on electric guitar, especially if you're playing on bass, go with a mellow string. They call it a mellow string. Mellow is a little bit bigger string. It breaks your fingers into those calluses because depending on your style of playing, if you're an aggressive guitar player, your fingers are going to bleed.
Oh yeah.
If you're learning aggressively, you're going to bleed. But if you're learning passively, what we call passive guitar players, which most people are passive players because they learn the picking side before they learn the strumming side. or they like to play, just what we call fingered frets,
Yeah.
So when you're playing, you want a string that's gonna be gentle on your fingers or help you to learn easier.
Yeah.
So your entry level guitar players are gonna look for a light string or custom light string.
Okay.
The longer you play and the more advanced you get in your learning process, you're going to go to a medium gauge, and then you're
Yeah.
going to go to a heavier gauge. Your heavier gauge strings, you're going to use mostly in what they call broadband kind of music, which is rock,
Yeah.
heavier style of playing.
So are the strings like
The thickness of the strings.
yeah, that's what I say. The
Yeah.
thickness is different.
Yeah, thicknesses
Yeah.
are different. So your light strings are really thin.
Okay.
And they're easier to press down on the fretboard, so you're not going to hurt your fingers so bad in the beginning.
Yeah.
Depending on the style of music you're playing. So country music mostly is done with a medium or light string because it's really light playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing a lot of solo action, like some of these guys do, you're going to want a medium to heavy string because of the intensity of the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hello, Aunt Elena. My Aunt Elena's watching from Kentucky. So when you said that about the callus, the stuff on your fingers, I want to see what Slash's hands look like.
I bet he's got iron thumbs and iron fingertips.
Something.
He's got
I wonder
something
what
there.
his handshake feels like. He'll probably break our hands.
He'd probably squeeze your hand in half, yeah.
Yeah, we'll not do that. We'll just give him a fist bump. So because I'd
be
like to
like-
keep my hands.
You'd be like Kevin Hart, fist bumping Shaq,
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I wonder how tall he is, though. How tall not Shaq, Slash is.
Slash, I'd say he's probably about 9 year height.
Oh, he probably is.
Yeah.
I have a book in there. It's nothing, just all Guns N' Roses, and it's crazy because I'm like learning things about them. It's like, man, the lifestyle is just nuts. It's like, how could you just continue like year after year after year and not be exhausted? I mean, I'm sure they're exhausted, but like, you still got to get up and go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like with this, like, there's days where I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna do it today. Nah, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, Deb Horan says good night. Thank you, Deb, for tuning in. We appreciate your views and your comments and your questions. We thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a good night.
So I guess we can go for another 2 minutes. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, we'll go for another 2 minutes.
All right.
So anything you want to let your guests, your viewers know, your fans?
So let my viewers, my fans, all of you guys know that JM Music is still alive and kicking. We are 100% on board to release, I'm going to say, some music later this year. I can't say what it's going to sound like or who's going to be playing it, but we are writing and we are actively working with producers and other teams to help them find their sound. In the end, we're all like sound engineers.
Yeah,
And we're
for
all
sure.
looking for sound. We're all looking for something that identifies us as our own individual selves.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna put it best, like my mentors put in front of me. You're playing that instrument. You're singing through the mic. That is you doing that. That is your personality coming through that instrument or coming through that mic.
Exactly.
Play it like you own it. Play it from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
And don't
Play it
do
like you want to be there.
Don't do it because someone said you were good at it. Do it because you know you're good at it. Be confident.
Exactly.
Be confident.
Very true. That is a good thing. Good. That is probably the best way you can say it, because anybody that is into, anybody that's into music or into anything that they are showing their talent, you have to do it because people, you're not there because you feel like it. You're there because you love doing it. And it's like with you and your guitar, it reminds me of almost where we can probably write a what do you call it, a documentary.
Well, it's funny. I have 13 other guitars.
You have 13 guitars. Holy crap. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I have 13 other guitars.
did you just hear what I said?
13 other guitars. I've got 2 bass guitars. I have more than just one guitar, so I'm not bound to just one. I have multiple guitars, and they're all tuned to a different sound. They're all tuned to a different setting.
Yeah.
So depending on what I'm playing and who I'm playing to, if I'm playing on stage, I have a stage guitar. If I'm playing in the studio, I have a studio guitar.
Okay, that
If
makes
I'm,
sense.
if I'm playing wherever, I have a different guitar for each setting. But the bottom line is that we're not just when you're playing at home, you think you're just playing for that to hear yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Give yourself some praise.
Yeah.
Play to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to appreciate how you sound and learn to be confident in what you're doing, because someone may not like what you're doing. You may not like your sound, but the people that do like that sound, keep going for it.
Yep. I want to say go off of that in just a second, but Cheryl says it's amazing the incredible talent that comes out of the same guy who put his homework in the freezer when he was little, hoping it would disappear. Did you really do that?
Oh, that's a funny story. I was in elementary school, I think. I was just a young kid back then, and I was like, I didn't want to do it, so I put it in the freezer.
I've never done that.
Well, when you put your mind to it, a cold case never gets found. So
That's true. That is good. That's a good one. I like that one. But to go off of what you just said was almost basically what Michael Jordan has said. I'm a big Michael Jordan fan.
Michael Jordan's awesome.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, the GOAT. But what Michael Jordan said was he never wanted to miss a game because there was always that person that was his first time ever watching Jordan play, or he brought his son or their family, and he didn't want to disappoint them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's kind of like what you were just saying was there's people out there that like my music, there's people out there that enjoy it, so why would I stop doing it? Why would I not show up? You know what I mean? Unless it's like some medical emergency, God forbid that never happens, but you never know. So it's like there's people out there that are like, I came to watch you and you didn't even show up. Kind of like what Nelly did to Allegan County Fair.
Good thing you brought that up. Okay, good thing you brought that up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of other bands out there, and I'm going to name one of them. During a thunderstorm, they played through a thunderstorm. Metallica.
Oh yeah.
Papa Hetfield himself, James Hetfield himself, said, "You know what? I came to play a show. We're going to play a show, whether it's raining, whether it's thundering. It doesn't matter what's happening. It can be snowing. We're going to play through that show." Much respect to the Metallica fans and all of James Hetfield's family. The man is not going to disappoint his fans,
right?
No matter what's happening.
Yeah, that's true. Because I did hear something similar to that about. I don't know if it was that, but I remember him doing that same thing. Where I'm trying to remember. Something happened where his anxiety got to him, and he didn't want to go on stage.
Yeah.
And the band talked him into it and told him, you've done this for years, you're used to it.
He was backstage drinking a cigar, or smoking a cigar and had a drink of bourbon. And he said, I'm getting to the point where I'm just about done.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Lars, the co-founder of Metallica, walked up to him and said, we agreed the show's going to go on. We're not going to, disappoint our fans.
Yeah.
When you look at, like I said before, when you turn your hobby into a job, it starts to become something you don't want to do.
Right.
You don't enjoy it anymore.
Exactly.
But when you get to a point where your hobby stays a hobby, if you're making money doing your hobby, that's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
But if you're doing something you love,
I'd do it for the rest of my life.
You're doing something you love, you get paid for it. Why not keep doing it? But what he was making a point was, hey, I played my hobby long enough. I think it's time to have a break. But because of his kids, his grandkids, and his fan base, he said, you know what, guys? I'm not done yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Much
Respect to that. Yeah, respect for sure. That guy's been, he's got so many awesome, well, not just him, but the band has so many songs that, you can even just hear the beginning of the song. You already know who it is.
Yeah.
You know, or even when you just hear his voice, oh, that's Metallica. You know, Metallica's a freaking badass band, and they're one of the ones you just cannot mess with, and or even compete with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, on a global scale, they played in every major city in the world.
oh yeah, for sure.
You know, as
They're all
far
over.
as you want to talk about a band that's got millions upon millions of followers, that is the one, and they don't have a huge following for no reason.
Exactly.
You know, going behind James Hetfield's thinking on writing the music, I found this a fascinating fact a while back.
Right.
Every song he does, every song he wrote, and you can tell which ones he wrote.
Yeah.
Every song he wrote has meaning into the song, has a fantastic double meaning to it.
Yeah.
No Leaf Clover he did with the SNL on the S&M album. If a lot of people remember that or not, but No Leaf Clover, man, that was a strong inspirational song if you listen to the way that it was portrayed.
Yeah.
Not just the music, but the way the voice and the verbiage matched with the sound. It was fantastic.
Yeah. That was good. That I think we're gonna go ahead and call it a night.
Yeah.
I want to thank Jeremy Mullins for being on. Great guy, great musician, artist. I mean, good guy, man. He's known him for 6, 7 years, and I mean, even though we didn't talk for a little while, because actually I didn't know where you went, but you know,
It's down the street from your house.
oh, were you? This whole time, no, I'm just kidding. But no, I always respected you. I always thought you were a good guy, and you know, but I mean, there's just things happen. So obviously, you know, knowing now that we're doing this, we could obviously keep track, or not keep track, keep in contact. I'm gonna keep track of wherever you are.
You have tried that.
Yeah.
They're called stalkers, man.
Yeah. I didn't mean it like that. What is wrong with me today? I'm calling people white. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, keep in contact with you. I almost pushed up. Get this away from me. But no, you're a good guy, you know, and I respect you, you know, because I respect people that can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And not sit here and say they can't do it.
Yeah.
Because if you could sit here and complain that you can't do it long enough, you could have already been doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as far as I've known you, as long as I've known you, I've always known of you actually doing something. So, you know, shout out to everybody and all the viewers. I thank you for being on tonight. And
yeah, thank all of you for joining us. And by all means, everybody keep following the Ben Herrera Show and Black River Studios. These guys are amazing. You guys have no idea what you're missing out on. I've been following a lot of his podcasts and even joining in on the comment section a lot with him. By all means, join in with him during his next podcast. I know you got some more coming up next week.
yeah,
And and
Wednesday is the next one.
we'll get some scheduling in and see when we can schedule another one with me and Ben, and maybe bring some special guests on with us.
Yep, Randy.
Should be a lot of
Remember
fun.
Randy? Don't forget about Randy.
Yep.
Randy, you better be over here. I don't know if he's still watching, but Randy, if you're still watching, we'll set that date up to where you and Jeremy can come in here,
That'd
have
be a lot
fun,
of Yeah.
play guitar together, or even do like a what do you call that? What is that called?
We used to call these comedy sketches where we would have one person play a guitar and another person sing. We would play a riff that nobody knows what the riff is, but they'd make words to go along with it. And we made a song. We were in a studio session one time. We came in as a Nashville. We came into a studio right after Alan Jackson had done the set, and his guitarist was wrapping up and everybody. They were still getting their gear out. So we decided we'd go in and do a crash session, you know. We'd crash their breakdown.
Yeah.
So we go in, I started playing the guitar. And one of the singers from another band was, you know, coming through, and he's like, "Oh, hey, that sounds cool." I was like, "Hey, just throw something in."
Yeah.
So we sat there for 20 minutes. We wrote a song about Twister.
Oh wow.
It was
That's
fun.
cool.
It was fun. Just out of the blue, nothing was ever recorded on it. We didn't even,
That's cool.
yeah. But we just
Dang.
it was a lot of fun. We had everybody laughing because the moral of the story was there was a guy singing about Twister that was colorblind. So. So,
That's funny.
it was fantastic.
That's good.
Yeah.
We had Cheryl say, "You both have a great night. We definitely look forward to more lives and astounding music." Thank you, Cheryl. We appreciate you. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Drive safe out there. I don't even know if it's snowing, if it's even cold enough yet. Or yet, it's been winter. It was just 70 degrees yesterday. No.
Tomorrow it's gonna be 85.
Yeah. It's
There's a
been
small
winter.
chance of ice.
Yeah. But yeah, that was anyway. All right, so everybody have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow night. Monday night. Yeah. So tune in, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Have a good night, everyone.